topic that we're going to discuss is the documentary that a lot of people watched on Twitter. Everybody, it was trending. A lot of people were talking about it, and that is the Dark Girls special that was on the Oprah Winfrey Network on Sunday night. And for those of you who are unaware, I'll kind of briefly recap. I haven't watched it, but from what my understanding is that there was a documentary and then there was a show, and it basically just discussed the I don't want to say the plight because I don't want to be like really dramatic with it because it's really not that serious, but just some of the challenges is maybe a better word that women face, in particular the African American community, being dark-skinned women. And she had Gabrielle Union, Felicia Rashad, who else was on there? Alfred Woodard. I can't think of the other two. I think there was two other people on there, but their names are escaping me. So we're basically just going to discuss some of our experiences. Of course, as you can see, Shari Lachelle is not with us. She's not feeling well, so we hope that she...
soon, Shari.
Yeah, we hope that she feels better. So we have Tami joining us today, and of course, as a Puerto Rican woman, she's going to share some of her experiences as well. So, what did I say funny?
I'm sorry, I just got the giggle.
So, Sharice, do you want to go first?
Sure, I'll go first. The first thing I want to say is I saw a little bit of the documentary, and according to what I saw, plight would have been a good word to use because it was pretty serious. Because some of the they like showed some little dark baby girls. They showed them pictures of like light kids and dark kids, and they asked them which one is ugly, and she pointed to the darkest picture on the paper. Which one is pretty? She pointed to the lightest picture on the paper. And one little girl, she didn't like to be called black because she thought it was bad. She thought it was ugly. So my experience. Growing up, I didn't really have an issue with my skin color that I recall. The only encounter that I had growing up, this little white girl when I was in 2nd grade called me Black Cherry. So that's the only experience I had. But now as an adult, I love my skin color. I love to get super dark in the summertime, so I've never had any type of complex or issue with the color of my skin. So that's just my experience.
Okay, perfect. Tami Fredericks, would you like to share your experience or just any thoughts or experiences? Not as an African American, but as a Puerto Rican woman coming from a Puerto Rican community. Do you find that in Puerto Rican culture community that maybe there are also, a hierarchy, so to speak, of skin tone? Am I phrasing my question right? Y'all can help me now.
I know she was really working it too. And I'm
trying.
No, my family. I come from two different colored family. Like my mom's side. Well, like my grandfather and my grandmother on my mom's side are very light, and then on my dad's side are dark. So this is what happens. You get all different kinds. Yeah, I have all different colors in my family, and it's not. Yeah, Puerto Ricans. That's one thing about Puerto Ricans. We come in all colors. You can get darker than the darkest and the lighter than the lightest. That aunt with like green eyes and blonde hair, and you can get, you can get it all. So
did you ever have anybody in your family favor the light skin portions of your family versus the dark skin?
No.
I have a question. I have a question that you maybe can expound on, Tami, because I'll say what I know, and then you can kind of expound. How is it for you in particular, if we take it outside of the Puerto Rican community? being a lighter skin Puerto Rican in a world that sees color as white and black.
Now that's big. People get confused. I would say it's more ignorance because I know, but people that don't know, they're just like, I don't know, you know. But yeah, I get that all the time. I'm white, I'm Mexican, I'm mixed black and white, I'm white and Puerto Rican, I am just Puerto Rican, 100%. And it's to explain it to people, it's just like, you know, I get mad right away because you just call me what you want to call me and you have absolutely no idea, you know. Or if someone says you're white and I start talking Spanish, they're like, oh, well, what are you mixed with? Nothing. You have no idea.
What do you say whenever you start talking Spanish?
Probably things I should say only in Spanish.
I just wanted to hear a little splurge.
No. We probably have Spanish viewers. No. No.
Right.
But yes, Liz, to just say, you know, go off what you were saying. Yes, it does happen a lot. I get it a lot. It frustrates me. I'm now, like, just recently, I think, I don't know if it's because of where I'm at in life, but I'm, like, not even tripping as much as I used to. It depends how far someone goes. If someone just says, like, oh, you're white or you're Mexican, I think I get more upset if they say, oh, you're Mexican. But if they say, like, oh, you're white or something, I'm like, no, I'm Puerto Rican. Oh, really? So it's like your mom Puerto Rican and your dad's white? Or I'm Puerto Rican, 100%, you know, and I leave it alone. Before I used to be like, and go off, but at the same time, people don't know. You know what I mean? Because we come in all shapes and sizes and colors, so I don't take it as personal as I used to.
Okay. Thank you. I knew that was a hot topic for her, so I was trying to help her talk. So I hope I did all right. So we are going to move to Cheryl. Tami, are you still talking, or is my computer delayed?
Your computer's delayed.
Okay. So Cheryl, you can go ahead and share your experience.
Well, I'm brown skinned, and all my siblings except one, we are pretty much the same color, and my parents are about my color. But I have one brother who is significantly darker than us, but we were never separated. I've got two nieces that are like 2 years apart, and one of them is darker, and one of them is lighter than me, and I refuse to let people refer to them as the dark one or the light one. I can't stand that. You could tell there's an age difference. I say you can say the older one or the younger one, or you can refer to them as their names because they do have names. I don't like that. I don't like it when people say, oh, she's cute to be dark. I hate that.
I don't like that either.
And I don't like this. I don't like it when people be like, oh, she's a chocolate little baby. What? Why can't she just be a cute baby?
We do that in our family, though, huh, Liz?
Yeah.
But you know, but I know when people don't mean it in that. When people don't mean it in that way, it doesn't bother me. But when people mean it as a distinction because of skin color, that's when it bothers me. I'll say that.
Usually, like when we go out to eat, the kids sit on one side of the table and the adults sit on the other. And when the waitress will come and say, okay, well, what party goes with what party? You know, Jason will be like, the light-skinned kids at the end are mine.
That's different, though. You know.
Yeah.
They also do it for the social awkwardness that happens when with the waitress, who's usually not a black person, is like, oh, okay, so those two, like, they don't know how to react. It's one of the awkward moments. So, yeah.
But
go ahead.
I don't know. I was really, really, really light when I was born until I was about 3. I don't know how I got brown skin. My eyes changed colors and everything, but the Lord knew what he was doing.
You're right there.
I don't know, because like people used to call me yellow a lot, and that didn't bother me, but I don't like for siblings to be not necessarily pitted against each other, but I don't like for them to have such a difference and when people refer to them. I think it creates a division.
I would agree there.
Me no likey.
Okay. I will share my experience. I'll be brief so that we can get to topics or to the comments. If you have a experience that you're willing to share, please feel free to put them in the comments. I'd be interested to hear them and read them and, you know, get everyone's experience there. So please feel free to give that. I know, especially in the African American community, sometimes even lighter skinned individuals have a bad rap and they may be just stereotypically looked at as stuck up or, you know, unfriendly, or, you know, they get a lot of that too. My sister's, my little sister, one's directly under me, is light skinned, and a lot of people thought that about her until you get to meet her. So anyway, I'll share my experience just briefly. I'll try to be brief because y'all know this is a very passionate topic for me, and so I won't take a lot of time. So I will start. My experience growing up, I had no issues. I am the darkest person in my immediate family. My dad is more probably Cheryl's skin tone, and my mom is a light bright. So yeah, so I'm the darkest person in my family, and I never felt no type of way, really nothing. I don't know what happened growing up. I don't know it's when I got older. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but suddenly at some age, I felt a difference, and I felt the pull, or I don't even know if pull is the right word, but I did seem to gravitate toward lighter is right. If you're lighter skinned and you're a female, you're prettier than darker skinned women. I could easily have been one of those girls in the documentary that were like, she's cute because she's light skinned and she's not so much because she's dark skinned. And within I'll say the last 2 or 3 years, I really had a shift in my thinking. I began to, I can hear myself getting emotional, so I won't do that. I had a shift in my thinking, and I really came to grips with who I am as a person, and everything about me physically, mentally, emotionally, every part of myself I began to embrace. And that included my skin tone. And everybody knows that I love Kelly Rowland. I absolutely adore her. But the honest reason that I love her so much is because at that time where there was literally that shift that took place, I said, I'm not going to look for, I need to look for people that I think that are beautiful women that look like me. And the first person that I looked to was Kelly Rowland, and hence my love for her. Kelly Rowland and Gabrielle Union, no lie, I adore them. And I think they are beautiful women, and they're brown skin. And I love and appreciate that in this world where I grew up, not necessarily, I don't know where it came from. I said that once before. I'm not sure where it came from, but where I think Holly Berry is beautiful, and she is beautiful, but she doesn't look like me. And I think that wears on a darker skinned individual. If you look to lighter skinned people as like your definition of beautiful women, and you don't see or look at people of your same skin tone. For some reason, for me, it created a division in what I thought was pretty, and therefore it placed me in an inferior, I don't know, I looked at myself more inferior until literally 2 or 3 years ago. So that's my experience. I love Kelly Rowland. I love Gabrielle Union, and I am totally 100% okay with being the skin tone that I am today.